Kobayashi, the Hawaiian woman that went missing earlier in November, has been found. Her family says that they've made contact with her. They actually spoke with her this morning, and Hannah told them that she is safe, she's okay, and that's all the information they want to release right now. They're just asking for privacy so they can take the time to heal and process everything that's happened. It's been a very traumatic time for them, and they also have to break the news to her that her father passed away while he was looking for her, or he unalived himself. And I do believe that everybody has to stay respectful with this. We're talking about a family. We're talking about a woman that's been through who knows what. There's some content creators that are just so disrespectful when it comes to all this. They don't think about the victims. They don't think about what the family is going through. And I do hope that everybody respects their privacy, because that's what they need right now. What do you guys think?
And found safe in Mexico. This is after over a month of looking for her. I haven't done any videos on her, but I have been watching a lot of TikToks about Hannah and the whole thing, and it's felt like the craziest thing. I'm not gonna be shocked when they do a Netflix documentary about this next year. I'm glad that she's safe, but it was a really selfish thing for her to do, to just disappear, make everyone worry about her, including her own father. That whole thing was devastating. I don't really know all the ins and outs of the whole relationship, but I can't even imagine what this family's going through. One tragedy brought another, when the first one didn't turn out to be a tragedy, just someone getting off the grid and not telling anyone. Obviously, there's a lot more that's going to come out once she is talked to and they get to the bottom of all this, but I'm glad that she's safe and she's not dead somewhere. But again, this is her, at least at this point, voluntarily leaving. This is the end of a long journey for a lot of people who have been reporting on this. And what are your thoughts? I'd love to know.
This is the most shocking thing I've ever seen today. I can't even believe it. Missing woman Hannah Kobayashi has been found a month after voluntary vanishing into Mexico today, December 11th. I'm actually in shock over this. Do you guys know this story? If you don't, just buckle up. I just did a whole episode on my Patreon about this, so I know a lot of the details. I'm not going to bore you with a lot of it, but early November, I want to say November 11th, a month, this woman, Hannah Kobayashi, was traveling from Hawaii to New York City with a layover here in Los Angeles. She got off her plane. She missed her layover to get into New York City, but then was photographed in random places, leaving LAX, going to the Grove, which is a mall here, an outdoor mall here in Los Angeles. She lost her cell phone, or her cell phone wasn't with her on her person. And then all of a sudden her family got involved for the search. They had footage of her at the Grove the next day in a LeBron James Nike video in the shoot. There were different CCTV footage of her. And then all of a sudden video came out that she had crossed into Tijuana, but not before. Unfortunately and heartbreakingly, 2 weeks after she disappeared, her father had committed suicide by jumping off 2 stories of a parking lot to his death at LAX, because he was so tragically heartbroken over this search, because he actually probably thought there was no chance that she was going to be alive after what he had seen. Apparently, he was going through Skid Row and these horrible places in Los Angeles and just had seen too much. This is alleged from what people are saying, that the search was just too much and it was too tragic. Meanwhile, after this news comes out that he had taken his own life, this video comes out that she had voluntarily, it looks like, walked to the bus station at Union Station, bought herself a ticket. She doesn't look like she's with anyone, and walked on foot into Tijuana, where LAPD basically says the search is off. We no longer can take the search on because she is now in Mexico. And so she's a voluntary missing person. She's a 30-year-old woman. Her attorneys and her family's attorneys, sister and mother, are saying this is insufficient. We need more information. We can't believe that this is all it is. And apparently, as of last week, they were either going to go into Mexico or continue to look for her. And another man had recently come out last week saying, I was with her at Union Station. In fact, the entire day before she got on this bus or went into Tijuana, we had a meal together. We walked around. She told me about her struggles. I never thought anything of it. She told me about her plans, and then I fell asleep and she was gone. She seemed like a total fine person. I had no idea any of this was going to happen or going through her mind. And then today, she's found. We don't know if she's found in Mexico. We don't know if she's here in LA. But what's crazy about this is that for an entire month, people had assumed that either she was taken, she was kidnapped, she was drugged, she was worse, dead, and she is now found. Her dad, unfortunately, is gone. Is this a case like Sherry Papini? Is this a voluntary, leaving and then coming back? Was she taken and then released? Or was this a cry for attention? What in the world happened here? More to come.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. What? I need to know the full story. We're going to need a documentary on this. Netflix, get on this. We need a full documentary because what the hell? And then I saw in a comment, I didn't do research on this. I just saw one comment that said that her dad's suicide attempt was blunt force trauma to the head. So like he hit himself, which that doesn't make sense. We need to verify all this. This is a crazy story. If you haven't been following it, this girl went on a trip with her ex and didn't make her connecting flight. And then CCTV found that she was in Mexico and she's just been found a month later. This is so sad. Like, I want to know if she knows that her dad killed himself because of this. Like, you were in Mexico, you couldn't tell anybody that you were changing your life up and that you needed a break?
Well, for those of y'all who are following the Hannah Kobayashi case, she has finally made contact with her family, so she is definitely not a missing person anymore. She made it to Mexico, she contacted them and told them, hey, I'm safe, I'm good. So apparently they're relieved, they're grateful, now they're asking for privacy as they, take time to heal and everything they went through. But I'm kind of wondering, does she know that her dad passed? Does she care? Because now it's like, oh, she's safe, she's found, hey you guys, I'm good in Mexico, so that's it.
Lucy, you got a lot of explaining to do. You have a ton of explaining to do. Family says she is safe and they found her. I always thought she would. I thought she left on her own, just like the LAPD said. They are now saying she is safe. Could you imagine what she's going to have to live with? Doing this and her father unaliving himself? I can't wait to hear the reason she did this, the reason she didn't contact her family. But at this point, the family's saying, please give us privacy. They want privacy right now. And I get that. We don't know. She might be going through some mental health episodes. But folks, to not contact your family for like a month, your father stressing so much that he goes to look for you, that he unalives himself, I'm sorry. Some things are unforgivable. That's just my feeling. Some things are unforgivable. I said what I said.
Luigi who? This chick is back demanding some of your attention again. Voluntarily missing for over a month, Hannah Kobayashi has been found. This is not speculation, and it's also not, according to the police, her family has revealed this. Remember, her family had to deal with the double tragedy of her vanishing and then her dad taking his own life weeks after her disappearance, presumably unable to process the loss that they thought happened. Well, it didn't. She wasn't lost, and now she's back from outer space, actually from Hawaii. Last we checked in on our girl Hannah, she had been spotted by authorities buying a ticket to Mexico. She was spotted at the border crossing by herself with her luggage. The police in Los Angeles, where she was making a connection to New York that she never got on at the airport there, authorities investigated many people, including a man that spent hours with her in downtown Los Angeles after she voluntarily left the airport. And then she spent a few days roaming around Los Angeles, sending loved ones alarming text messages. They thought they were alarming. Well, her family is alarmed no more because they just released a statement. Let me read it to you. Announcing that she has been found safe, the family says, quote, "We are incredibly relieved and grateful that Hannah has been found safe." This statement is released through the mother and sister and their attorney, Sydney Kobayashi and Brandy Yee, and the attorney Sarah Azari. The statement continues. Hannah has been found safe. This past month has been an unimaginable ordeal for our family, and we kindly ask for privacy as we take the time to heal and process everything we have been through. We want to express our heartfelt thanks to everyone who supported us during this difficult time. Your kindness and concern have meant the world to us. The lawyer has said that the family would make no further statements at this time. Hannah's mother and sister revealed no details. It's unclear if the mom and sister went down to Mexico to try to find her there, if they hired a private investigator, or if Hannah just snapped out of it and called them, and then they met up somehow. But I've always thought the family was withholding information from the public. There's a lot more to this story. Even though she's been found, I guarantee you there will be developments. So stay tuned, because I will bring them to you. Thoughts on this latest development? Let me know in the comments section.
All right, guys, I'm at work, but I have a major update on the Hannah Kobayashi case, and it's not what you guys expect, but at least we can all get relief on this. So it has been said that Hannah finally reached out to her family members today, and she says she's safe and she's okay, and yeah, guys, what a crazy month it has been, but now we have clarification that she's okay. Girl, if you're watching this, like, first off, I'm very happy that you are safe, but we need to have a chat. We need to have a chat.
Hannah Kobayashi has been found safe more than a month after she went missing. On November 8th, 30-year-old Hannah Kobayashi was supposed to be flying from Maui, Hawaii to New York with a stop at LAX, but she missed that connecting flight. She told her family it was because of the short window. She only had 42 minutes to get to the connecting flight. So she rebooked her flight and decided to stay in Los Angeles for the day and went out sightseeing. The next day, she sends a couple cryptic text messages to a friend and family members, and then boom, that's it. She's gone. They can't find her, can't contact her. They have no clue where she is. So of course they contact police, and a few days later, they learn that Hannah voluntarily took a bus down to the border and then walked into Mexico. Her poor father, Ryan Kobayashi, was crushed by the disappearance of his daughter and even thought that she was probably no longer with us. So this poor man, weeks later, took his own life in a parking lot near LAX. But even the suicide of her father was not enough for her to contact her family. Police had closed the case because they didn't suspect any foul play, and it's not illegal for an adult to go missing. Thankfully, her family found her safe in Mexico. I haven't seen any reports on whether she plans on coming home or returning to Hawaii, but yeah, that's it. I'm glad she's safe and sound.
Hey guys, breaking news is coming out regarding a missing persons case. Hannah Kobayashi has been found safe and is reportedly back in touch with her family. Today on Wednesday, December 11th, Hannah reportedly contacted her relatives to tell them that she is indeed fine. And in case you don't know, Hannah was from Hawaii and she went missing about a month ago under very odd circumstances, and her dad even took his life during the search for her because he was so heartbroken over having a missing daughter. The statement from her family stated that they are incredibly relieved and grateful that Hannah was found safe. They said this past month has been an unimaginable ordeal for the family, and they ask for privacy as they take time to heal and process everything they've been through. Hannah vanished in Los Angeles on November 8th as she was traveling from her home in Hawaii to New York City, and that was for a bucket list trip and to visit her aunt. Earlier this month, the Los Angeles Police Department announced that Hannah had crossed voluntarily into Mexico, but her family was not very comfortable with the fact that she went there voluntarily. They kept contradicting police in statements saying they did not know if she was safe. Investigators were saying that Hannah knowingly departed the airport in LA before she used her passport and cash to buy a bus ticket to the United States and Mexico border. She was later caught on surveillance footage going into the tunnel in Mexico, and that was on like November 12th or November 13th, and police said then that she was voluntarily missing. Her family has faced a whole lot of backlash, which is wrong in my opinion, because they were just concerned for their loved one. Last week, sources reportedly said that she had been scammed out of the proceeds of a green card visa scam, but I have not heard much else about that, nor do I know if it was confirmed. While I'm so thankful she was found safe, I hope she understands how much she has affected her family, and especially her father, who did take his own life because of this. My heart and prayers are still with that family and the loved ones of her father who died. And I do hope Hannah gets the help that she obviously needs. For more content, be sure to give me a follow. And if you're on YouTube, click subscribe.
All right, guys, she has been found. I'm talking about Hannah Kobayashi. She has been found. It is said that she reportedly reconnected with her family and assured them that she is safe. Family said, "We are incredibly relieved and grateful that Hannah has been found safe." Our family wrote this into Fox 11. They also said this past month has been an unimaginable ordeal for our family, and we kindly ask for privacy as we take the time to heal and process everything we have been through. They also said, "We want to express our heartfelt thanks to everyone who supported us during this difficult time. Your kindness and concern have meant the world to us." The family did not go into further detail about where she was found or the circumstances surrounding the peculiar case. So again, she has been found, but we don't know where she was found. All we know is that she reconnected with her family. I don't know if she reconnected with them physically or over the phone to let them know that she is safe. I hope it's physically so that, they can see that she is safe. But this is good news because she has been missing for a month. I don't know if they will come forward and tell their side of the story and if Hannah will come out and tell us what happened. I'm just glad that she is safe. Other than that, let me know what you guys think about this and I will keep you guys updated.
Breaking news, missing Hannah Kobayashi has officially been located. Her family said she was, quote, found safe on Wednesday, December 11th, about a month after she walked into Mexico and vanished. However, police have called this a voluntary disappearance. In a statement, her mother and sister said, quote, "We are incredibly relieved and grateful that Hannah has been found safe. This past month has been an unimaginable ordeal for our family, and we kindly ask for privacy as we take time to heal and process everything that we have been through. We want to express our heartfelt thanks to everyone who supported us during this difficult time. Your kindness and concern have meant the world to us." However, they did not provide any details about when, where, or how Hannah made contact with her family, and they stated that there will be no further statements at this time. Authorities say that they were also notified by family that she was found safely and located, quote, "a few hours ago." As you may recall, Hannah went missing on November 8th after she missed her connecting flight from LAX to New York. Weeks after her disappearance, authorities said that they saw her traveling alone to Mexico. From there, they said this was a, quote, "voluntary missing persons case," and they would not continue the search into Mexico for her. Hannah's case made national headlines because her family stated they believe something nefarious happened to her. To stay up to date on this case, make sure you click the playlist below. I'll keep you guys updated. What do you think? Drop in the comments.
Hannah Kobayashi has been found safe. The 30-year-old disappeared from Los Angeles International Airport on November 8th after missing a connecting flight from Maui, where she lives, to New York. Her disappearance led to a frantic search, with her father even traveling to LA to search for her, where he ended up taking his own life. Later, investigators discovered that Kobayashi knowingly departed the airport, then bought a bus ticket to the U.S.-Mexico border. She was later spotted on surveillance crossing the border into Mexico. Now Kobayashi's family has revealed that Hannah has reached out to them to tell them she is fine.
Hello, you guys. There is another update in this saga of Hannah Kobayashi. She has contacted her relatives and she told them that she was safe. Now I see why the LAPD left it as voluntary, because she voluntarily went and seen that she was safe. This is something unbelievable, and I really don't have much to say. Just, girl, the LAPD need their money back, because you could have told your family a week ago when the LAPD saw you cross the border that you were okay. All right. And nothing was wrong with you. You this is so sad how people play games. I don't know if she really went missing or was this just for attention. Because, girl, once everybody saw Luigi, child, she just came out and made an update to the LAPD saying she was safe. So, case closed, give LAPD their money back. And I'm going to sit here and mind my business. Hell, what do I know? I'm just a talking head. Have a great day, YouTube.